Yo, okay. Recently, I've been talking about, the over exaggeration of the black woman as the victim, in different black movies. And like I said, there is some truth in terms of what's going on, but it's overly done, but the women hold on to everything. Now, it was cool for the women to do so because they always showed the black female victim as almost a superhero. So it's the superhero black female victim, okay, with your, Halle Berry's on Boomerang, your Angela Bassett's, your Vivica A. Fox's, your Nia Long's, and any Gabrielle Union and any other prominent black female actor, Sanaa Lathan, Taraji P. It was cool to hold on to everything because they were low-key superheroes to black women. Look at these smart, beautiful, accomplished black women still getting treated poorly by society, looked down upon. She has to work twice as hard. Her men cheat on her. Her men slap her around. Her men, verbally abuse her. And the women held on to it. Okay? And I look at a movie like Precious. And to be real with you, since the movie came out, I've got a lot of mixed feelings from black women on the movie. I just never really talked about it because it just wasn't where I was at the time. I didn't really feel like, going off on that tangent. Okay? But now, what's currently going through my head now has brought me back to this movie, especially with, the Oscars, just happening, Sunday night. And I'm like, wow, look at how successful this movie was. But how many black women want to be like Precious, right? How many black women hold on to it? The funny thing is, the black women, they've held on to Tyler Perry and, some of his movies and other movies. But all of a sudden, you have women who aren't on some like, yes, and Precious tells our story. Why not? You're holding on to all these other movies that hyper exaggerated, what was going on with black women. Right? But now because it's not the superhero black girl, you don't want to hold on to it anymore. Why? If these movies were so truthful, why aren't you holding on to it? Why all of a sudden now is a movie like Precious overly done, dramatic? And to me, this is the problem, okay? When you say that, yes, we are the victims, you're just giving a green light for people to exploit you. What did you think Hollywood was going to do? Did you think Hollywood was going to say, and now that we've shown black women to be the victims, now we're going to show the black women winning. So every movie that we're going to do was going to be like something new. Right? So Gabrielle Union, you're next. Let's take Brad Pitt and put you guys in a movie because now we want to build you guys back up. Right? We've shown how the black man tears you down, and now we're going to use the white men to build you back up. That's what we're going to do. And for me, I'm like, what did you think was going to happen? Did you think that they were going to somehow take care of you or continue to exploit you? Who knows? Maybe a movie like Precious, in terms of how well it did, now is it going to open up Pandora's box? Right? Now are black women going to be so quick to champion these movies, showing black women to be the super duper victim? But now they're not going to use the superstar black woman. So they're like, we no longer want Gabrielle Union. We no longer want Nia Long. We don't want you guys anymore. We want overly done, super overweight black women to represent you. Right? And even then, rarely do I see black women walking down the street, looking like Precious. Unless, it's an older type of black woman. So, and it's so overly done. We talk about heavy-set black women in the black community. First of all, I don't really see it too much in Southern Cali, and I definitely don't even see it like that, even when I do see it. So who's to say that now it doesn't open up the box? And I'm like, yeah, now you guys don't want to hold on to it now. all of a sudden it's not cool. All of a sudden it doesn't show your side of the story. All of a sudden, now you want to point out how it's too dramatic or overly done. Now that they went in the opposite direction. Right? And, I mean, I don't even know what to say other than, we told you so. The crazy thing about black women and where a lot of them are going to, a lot of them really feel like there's no need to fix the black community. We're going to go on and we're going to start something new and we're just going to be embraced. Do you really think other people are going to embrace you? What kills me is what black women haven't understood is that a lot of black men know how the white community operates. So we choose not to take part. A lot of black men know that white America will never accept you as an equal. Okay? It's like saying we want black people to be part of the family, but we want you to be the best friend of our little son. So you're not part of the family, but you are. You can still come over for dinner, but you're not really part of the family. Or you're like the family pet. So you're there to entertain us and make us laugh. We can't give you too much responsibility. You still have to sleep outside. But, you're still part of the family. We'll take you when we go camping. And for a lot of black men, we've already seen it. So I don't want any sort of, preferential treatment. I don't want them to sympathize with me. I don't want them to, fake advocate for me. But you have black women that swallowed it up. And now all of a sudden, you get a movie like Precious. And like I said before, a lot of black women don't hold on to that movie. As much as we've seen black women hold on and embrace other black films like it was the Bible and what's going on with black women, because it was, like I said, that highly attractive, super duper black female victim, right, to go to this where women are like, no. But I'm like, isn't it doing the same thing? What's the only difference? The fact that she's not, a super duper attractive black woman. All of a sudden it's not real. And I'm like, what does this tell you? Right? Who's your real ally? Who's really looking out for your best interest? What did you think was going to happen? What did you think? And I know so many black women were probably waiting for, this new line of black movie where we're going to show, where they're going to start pumping out movies showing how black women can overcome the black man. So bring it on. Let's have a movie with, black women getting with white men or, other men, and this is just the new reality. No. Did you really think they were going to take care of you like that? No. It's funny because you have a movie like Precious that, is got that, second spotlight with it getting so many Oscar, the Oscar attention. I don't even know what it was nominated for. And then you have a movie coming out, and I forgot the name, but it's the movie with Forrest Whitaker, and the old dude, what's his name? But, Carlos Mencia is also in it, in this, with the whole idea of this super duper successful black man getting with a Hispanic woman. So to go from, all the accolades of Precious to a movie like that, how's that going to make black women feel? And this is the whole problem with the whole victim thing. And I'm not, using that movie to show how well black men are doing, because we didn't make that movie. And once again, to me, it's just propaganda. Right? So what I'm trying to say is you guys have to really understand what will happen to you when you hold on to the super duper victim. I mean, we've just got done talking about the whole ABC special and, Steve Harvey and that Russian special about what's going on with black women and we're the victims and it's all this and it's all that because, these women are successful. But all of a sudden, they show a down and out black girl and y'all don't want it anymore. You guys don't want to be the victims anymore. But did you really think Hollywood was now going to say, okay, black women, we're going to make you into the hero. We're going to give you that happy ending. Did you think every movie is going to be like The Princess and the Frog? That was a cartoon. An animated, Disney movie. So, this is definitely just some food for thought. But, like I said before, I've been getting PMs since the day that movie came out of black women that weren't so high on it. Right? And I'm like, why? It shows you guys as a victim, and these movies are quote unquote so damn accurate. Why aren't you guys holding on to? Why aren't you guys championing this movie? If you think about it, this should be, the head honcho. But y'all take it easy. Tell me how you feel. God bless.